What's going on, everybody? It's the Keymaster 84 coming at you guys. Hope your day, night, morning, wherever you may be, is going fantastic. I know mine is going pretty darn good myself. Just wanted to come at you guys, talk to you guys for a minute about some things that happened this weekend. Just gotta get it off my chest. I just feel like, never feel like I really needed to ever make a video until this one. I just feel like I need to make this video. But yeah, so what this video today is going to be about, you guys. It's going to be about the Halo Championship Series. Sorry guys, I got a bad itch in my ear. But yeah, no, it's going to be about the Halo Championship Series. Today it's still going on, Championship Sunday. But yesterday what was going on, it was the top 16 teams that qualified, breaking it down to 8 from groups. So there are four groups of 4. So 16 teams, they're cutting half those guys out. Top 8 make it to the Halo Championship Series Worlds Tournament for $2.5 million. Just announced this weekend they upped it. It's at 2.5 now. That means so for every team from North America that shows up, so it makes top 8. You make top 8. Your team automatically gets $50,000 per player. So right there, you're a player, you get qualified, you get $50,000 in your pocket. Pretty freaking awesome. Doesn't matter what you place, $50,000. Every region sorted out differently depending on qualifications, stuff like that. NA has the most at $50,000. But it goes down from there. Winner right now, the team will actually get a cool $1 million. So then you'll get $250,000 if you win. So if you win the tournament, you're gonna be walking home with $300,000 in your pocket. Not in your pocket, taxes. Blah, blah, blah. Anyways, moral of the story is though, you will get a check, or you'll before taxes, you're talking $300,000. Pretty freaking awesome. But with that being said, guys, unfortunate news is that Optic Gaming did not make it. They failed to accomplish what they needed to against Allegiance. They had to. They could only drop one match or one game in the match against Allegiance. They ended up dropping 2. And I've never, it's been a long time where I've seen close-ups of guys and that were just looked like the life had been sucked out of them. Like, they weren't crying, they weren't doing anything of that, but you could just see it in their eyes that they were just like, oh my God, dude, we just, we're not going to Worlds. We're not going to be a part of this money. And just, it just hitting them like that on stage in front of the cameras was really hard to watch. I felt crazy bad for a couple of the guys. I mean, Optic Flamesword and Optic Maniac. I felt really bad for those 2 guys. Lifestyles and Chaser, I mean, I felt bad for them too, but they've only been with the team for 3 weeks. So I didn't feel as bad for them. I still felt bad for them, but not as bad as these other guys. And that's what we're here to talk about today, mainly, you guys, is why I feel bad for Optic Flamesword and Optic Maniac. So we're going to bring it back to Halo 4. Taking it back a whole game, just so I can give you guys kind of a background of what's been going on. So Hex announces, hey, I'm making an Optic Halo team, competitive team. And I'm like, man, so stoked on that, man. That's awesome. Can't believe that's finally happening, blah, 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 blah. Great news. I love Halo. I love esports. It's a win, 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 win. So, with that being said, they picked up Flamesword, Ace, Pistola, and Snipe Down. Okay, Flamesword's still on the team. We'll get to him a little bit later. Snipe Down and Pistola. They are, Pistola is now retired. He's coaching one of the teams. I forget exactly which team he's coaching. Retired because he felt like it was hard for him find a team to be competitive with. And then Snipe Down is now on Evil Geniuses. Well, still on Evil Geniuses. He left Optic Halo to help form the Evil Genius Halo competitive, the Evil Geniuses Halo competitive team, along with Pistola, who's now retired. Snipe Down still plays on EG, and they are hands down the favorite team to win Worlds this year. We'll see if it happens. Of course, you know, it's a tournament. You never know what's going to happen, but they are the favorites going into the tournament for winning the whole darn thing. They were on the original team with Ace, who now plays for Team Liquid, along with Flamesword. Ace left, I think, right when Halo 5 was coming out, when the Halo tournament was announced. He went to Team Liquid. He was playing with Maniac and Cleat, aka Assault, and it was Maniac, Ace, Cleat, aka Assault, and Flamesword. So anyways, but backing it up a little bit, they've been trying. Halo 4 was a rough run for Optic Halo. Never really had a solid 4. Mainly it was Ace. It was Ace and Flamesword, and they were always searching for the 3rd and the 4th. Eventually they picked up Assault. He played with them for a while, but there was always that problem of the 4th. There was always someone in, someone out, someone in, someone out, someone in, someone out. So Optic Halo 4 was a bad time for Optic. And I thought with Halo 5 they're going to get it turned around because they got Maniac. So it was Flamesword, Ace, Assault, Maniac. And then Ace ended up leaving because he really wanted to pick somebody else up, but that means they'd have to drop somebody, you know, and it's like, well, I think we should do this, and Flamesword's like, no, I can't, you know, we have our 4. And so Ace left. When Ace left, he went to Team Liquid, who also is qualified for the tournament. And then that's when I forget exactly who they picked up, but then they ended up picking up this guy named Stellar. And Stellar is what he is like the future of Halo. He is amazing. He is next level when it comes to playing Halo. Great guy, awesome guy, pretty humble. But now we're going to fast forward a couple months, and now, you know, they've already had 4 qualifying events, plus points, the ladder, standings, whole kind of craziness about how we got to where we got. But X Games is coming up. Halo 5 is going to be at X Games. Everybody's so excited. What happens is there's only so many teams. Only 8 teams worldwide were invited. 6 teams from the top 6 teams from America and 2 teams from Europe. That was it. So what happened is there was another big roster shuffle, which you guys go back, watch my news and esports video from that week. I go over the entire thing. I'm not gonna do it all right now again, because honestly, I follow this stuff pretty religiously, and I was going through it, and I'm like, God, man, I am confused about what's happening right now. So yeah, needless to say, what happened is Stellar ended up going to Renegades, and Assault ended up going to Trigger's Pound after a huge, it was a weird thing. Anyways, he ended up on Trigger's Pound. Trigger's Pound and Renegades were already qualified for the regional tournament. So they left Flamesword and Maniac. Now, there was about a 3 to 4 day period, because there was about 2 weeks between X Games. And when X Games, week off, last chance qualifier. So, what happened is they were like, there's a video about it, where Flamesword and Maniac both have talked. They both talked about it separately. They had both been approached by other teams about maybe wanting to team up with them. You know, and they both talked to each other. They both did a lot of different things, a lot of soul searching, I'm sure. But in the end, they both decided, you know what? Started with Optic. Optic's gotten us to where we're at. We're sticking with it. We'll pick up 2 other guys, see what happens, go from there. So literally, you're talking, they got a week before the next tournament. The last chance, like if you don't win that tournament, you're done. You're done for the season. So what they did is they ended up picking up Lifestyles and Chaser. And what happened is they ended up qualifying last chance qualifier. So literally, you're talking about 2 guys managed to stick with it. They picked up 2 other guys. They only played with, I mean, obviously they play with each other because of how it all works. You know, because pros play with pros. You know, that's just how it happens. But still, the point of the fact is, they had like played together like religiously until that. You know, they didn't have to. They weren't forced to. So, with that being said, they ended up playing with these 2 guys. End up getting the last chance qualifier. Getting the last chance qualifier for Worlds. They're the 16th seed. They ended up playing Triggers Pound in the first round. It was Allegiance, Dream Team, and Triggers Pound and Optic Gaming Group A of the regional qualifier. They lose 3-1 to Triggers Pound on Friday. They beat Dream Team 3-0, and then ended up dropping their first 2 games against Allegiance. I mean, it's hard to say what would have happened if it had been the other way around, but who knows? So what happened is based off map count, Triggers Pound wins.
What's going on, guys? It's the Keymaster. So my video cut out there. Apparently, it was too hot. It was too hot. So, luckily enough, I happen to have 2 phones right now, so we can continue our conversation. So, anyways, what happened is, so Triggers, like I was saying, Triggers Pound qualified along with Allegiance because they, Optic couldn't secure the wins that they needed. Actually, lost too many again. It's not even that they didn't get the wins they needed. It's just that they dropped too many games, which was unfortunate. It was really heart-wrenching to see the guys, the looks on their faces after they lost. It was really unfortunate. But what I'm going to come out and talk about, though, is so after this, you guys, I have never read so much hate about an organization and a team in a long time. I mean, there were a lot of people hating. It was just weird. It was just, people were like, oh, yep, duh, saw this coming. Oh, yep, Optic Halo sucks balls, blah, 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 and all this stuff. And it's just like, well, maybe if some of their teammates hadn't been little bitches and left, maybe it wouldn't have been an issue, you know? If Optic Halo still had the team they started off with when they formed in Halo 4, you know, if they had Ace, Flamesword, Pistola, and Snipe Down, which ironically people seem to forget, nobody would have said that. Not one person would have said, oh my god, these guys suck fat balls. It would not have happened. And I don't try to use language like that in all my video, guys, but you know what? It's something that I'm pretty passionate about, and it kind of pissed me off last night, to be honest. Because people were like, go back to COD, Optic. Go back to COD, Optic. Now, this is going to be talking on a bigger point. I'll probably make a different video about this. But no offense, Halo fans, which I'm a part of, no offense, you are lucky that an organization like Optic is a part of this. Now, I say this because of this. I was watching the stream live while they were playing. Before the first match started, they were at like 38,000 guys on Twitch. 38,000 people were watching it on Twitch. After they dropped the 2 matches, it went down to 30. So in a matter of 2 matches, you went from having one of the highest viewerships that I've seen for Halo, drop 8,000 viewers once people realized Optic wasn't going to be able to qualify. Now, you could tell a lot of Optic fans stayed around until after the match was over. After the match was over, and I started watching the next match, it had 18,000 people watching. 18,000 people. So you mean to tell me in the course of probably about 20 minutes, they lost 20,000 viewers because Optic was no longer on the screen. So for all of you people, all of you Halo fans who are dogging on Optic, the organization, dogging on Optic, dogging on the guys that played for the team, you need to take a look at yourself in the mirror and say, do I want this to be a thing? Do I want Halo to be an esport? Do I want it to actually matter? Because if you don't, okay, then make the comments you made. If you do, and you still made the comments you made, you are an idiot. Yep, straight moron. Optic is such a big organization within first-person shooters that it makes games big. And no offense to the guys in Optic Halo, yeah, maybe they weren't the best, maybe they're having an off weekend. It's always hard to say. But here's the deal. Those guys have been playing together for like 3 weeks. 4 weeks. That's it. A lot of these other guys have been playing months. And then you guys out there have the audacity to say that these guys suck. No, they don't suck. Maybe they had an off weekend. Maybe things didn't line up right. Maybe the universe didn't agree with them that day. But you know what? You weren't there. I didn't see you competing. So maybe you just need to shut your freaking mouth and learn a lesson. You know what? Because without organizations like Optic, like TSM, C9, Evil Geniuses, without these organizations, these events will not happen. Because a lot of these events rely on people watching on the stream. Yeah, they make money from people from showing up too. But these events also rely on people actually watching the streams. Because then they can say, oh, 40,000 people watch this event, better keep on doing it. It's like, you know, if there was a team for, like, if all of a sudden League of Legends dropped down to having 18,000 viewers on a tournament, people would stop watching. League of Legends would not be relevant anymore, and that's how it goes. So you guys need to have some respect for these pro players who pour their hearts, their souls, and their bodies into this. It's not easy. It's really not. For all those you guys who think it's easy, it's not. So anyways, there's my rant section of this, you guys. I'm going to take this next minute to say thank you to Flamesword and Maniac. I think these are the 2 of the most stand-up guys in Halo right now. They had options. They could have left, gone to a different team, and who knows? Maybe they're like the rest of the guys that quit Optic. Maybe they qualified. But they didn't. They stuck it out with the organization that got them there. They stuck it out for, in my opinion, what was the better? I will personally watch them, follow them more because of the actions that they did. And I just want to say thank you to those 2 guys for doing what a lot of people don't do these days. A lot of people wanted me, now. They said, you know what? It's about the team. I would not be where I'm sitting at today, in the place I'm at today, doing what I'm doing today, without these guys, without this organization. They realize that, which is awesome and great. And I want to thank them for doing that, because not a lot of people that would have done that. No offense to the other guys who have left Optic. Sure, they're all great guys. I don't know them personally. I don't know the guys on Optic. They're currently on Optic personally. But I just want to say thank you to the guys, Flame Sword and Maniac. You guys are awesome. If you guys ever do see this, I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for being awesome guys. Thank you for sticking with the organization. It's great. I hope you guys do overall stick with it. But yeah, there you go, guys. That's my video. I just had to get this off my chest. So until next time, you guys, this is the Key Master 84. Remember, we play games to make gains. Haters gonna hate, and we'll see y'all next time.